Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I'll be reacting to the Warriors Raptors game. So, obviously, Steph Curry, the number one thing that he jumps at you is he had a horrible game. 11 points, 2 of 16 shooting, 1 of 10 from 3-point range. Um, Definitely his worst game that I've ever seen him play. And statistically the worst game he's ever played in history. Um, but despite all of that, the Warriors managed to squeak away and beat the Raptors 106 to 105. So, just a quick analysis. I just want to make fun of some Raptors fans before we get into the like go deep into the analysis. Um, so Toronto, you go against the Warriors, and Steph Curry by far their best player, our best player, and he scores 11 points on 1 of 10 from 3 and 2 of 16 from field goal percentage, and you guys still lose. In my opinion, that's very embarrassing, but definitely a big part of the reason that the Raptors lost this game is because, their bench production. Outside of Chris Boucher, they had, what, 2 points from Watanabe and 3 points from Stanley Johnson. That's it. Um, their bench production just didn't do anything, and they got destroyed by the Warriors in the first couple of quarters, and they weren't able to come back and win the game. But they had a great fourth quarter, and I had but obviously the Warriors won the game because of the cushion that they had from the first three quarters. So obviously, we know Steph Curry is not going to shoot like this every single game. So imagine if Steph Curry did put up his normal numbers: 30 points, 5 or 6 three-pointers, good efficiency. The Raptors would have gotten steamrolled. The Warriors actually had great production from their bench. Michael Mulder, 13 points. Damian Lee came up clutch. Michael Mulder's Damian Lee, 13 points. Michael Mulder had some good defensive possessions. Brad Wanamaker, 7 points. Bazemore had 9. But Eric Pascal continued his great play, 15 points. And the starting lineup: Draymond Green had a great game. Kelly Oubre still struggled from three-point range, but he didn't have a horrible game, but he still had a pretty bad game. Andrew Wiggins was efficient, 7 for 17, which is efficient for him, I guess. Um, and then James Wiseman, who only got 17 minutes in the game. I'm not sure what's wrong with James Wiseman. He definitely should, in my opinion, have played more minutes. But obviously, with the matchup issues, things like that happen. So James Wiseman is like in the limited amount of time he played, he looked really really good. Actually, it's 17 minutes, 10 points, 5 of 7 from the field. I think the Warriors need to work on that Stephen Curry, James Wiseman pick and roll action, and then they'll get way better. And a little bit more, I want to talk about how well the Warriors were able to play the first three quarters, and then I'll get into why we were bad in the fourth quarter. I think in the first three quarters, obviously Steph wasn't himself in the first three quarters. Andrew Wiggins in the first quarter was his game, and then in the second quarter, Damian Lee started to heat up from three, and Eric Pascal kind of took over. And then at the third quarter, it was kind of like a collective effort to make sure, even though Steph wasn't on his game, the game wouldn't slip away. And then in the fourth quarter, Kyle Lowry heated up. He had 19 points, 17 points or something like that in that um fourth quarter. He was amazing. And he was able to rally Toronto back. Pascal Siakam obviously had 25 points. I'm not a big on Pascal Siakam. I don't think he's that great, but he did have a decent game, and I can't deny that. But all in all, I feel like the Warriors played well, even with Steph. I think if Steph had his game, this would have been a blowout. Warriors would have some close to 130 points, and this game wouldn't even be close. It would just be a complete blowout, and that's what I expect to happen the next couple of games when these two teams face. Because I originally thought the Raptors were a good team, and I watched this game, and I looked a little more in depth on their record, and then on the teams that they faced. They have no rim protection. They did not play an actual center the entire game. Chris Boucher, you could call a center, but he's a power forward. So the Raptors' main issue is size, and they just completely failed. Wiseman wrecked them. Looney had a pretty good game. Eric Pascal, obviously, they couldn't handle them. But the Warriors, one issue that I feel like the Warriors have is I feel like they're too on and off, right? They don't really have other than Steph Curry, they don't have a consistent shot creator, right? Eric Pascal is a good player, but he can't really create a shot in the perimeter too well. Wiggins is a good player, but he's still working on efficiency. Draymond obviously is an all-star caliber player, but he's not a scorer. So I mean, when Steph had an off day, everybody collectively was able to play well for the first 3 quarters. But in that fourth quarter, we just weren't able to, score with Steph having an off day. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to watch my Warriors Pacers video, which should be out at around the same time as this. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.